So you want to
You're
record
kind of
banter,
quiet,
eh?
as an FYI.
Say what?
You're kind of quiet.
I'm a little quiet. Okay. How about now?
There you go. Yeah, I think
Okay,
you might
I
have
just
been
need to
a
get
little
closer
far
to
from
the
your mic.
microphone.
Yep.
I mean, it could be your volume too. I mean, I'm coming through my headphones pretty
I'm maxed.
loud. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
So good.
All right. Anyway, we're here. Hooray!
Welcome back to the ongoing adventures of the Wall Street Kid.
Yeah. The oh so fun Wall Street Kid. If only
so
the
what are
game
we up
wasn't
to
as
this
bad. I mean,
What
really.
do you have?
All right. Well, I'm pulling up something that's, I wouldn't say along the lines of Wall Street Kid, but it's kind of a businessy-esque type of thing.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's a Koei game,
yes, it is.
which means strategery is probably involved.
Exactly.
Strategery is now definitely involved. From the executive series?
Yes.
Aha!
The executive series that spanned all of, at least in the United States, 2 games.
2 games.
Aerobiz and what we'll be playing today, Aerobiz Supersonic.
I have never played this, but I've heard of it. That's kind of fun.
I like it. It's not exactly the most thrill-a-minute thing in the world, but
There's a reason that there's not exactly they're not clamoring to remake this one.
that would be true. But I mean, honestly, I think it would be kind of neat.
It's coming right for us.
It's taking a sweet old time too.
Yeah, wow.
The music in this is sometimes very good and sometimes very annoying.
And now it's a stealth fighter.
I think it's supposed to look like a Concorde, but it didn't have the dippy nose.
Also, the wings were attached at the back, which was weird.
That too, and this is also the largest airfield in existence.
Welcome to Corneria.
Welcome to an airfield that takes up basically all of Russia.
Yep.
In Soviet Russia, plane
We
lands
build
on
big.
you.
We build big. We can only make one, so we make it count. Took that long to get permit.
It's a very arduous process.
It's a many bribe.
Okay,
All right.
so yeah, here we go. So, and obviously, if you couldn't figure it out from the title, the whole premise here is that you're running an airline. Obviously not
Yep.
a really crappy one that you would fly on nowadays, but an airline nonetheless. And basically you have 4 scenarios to pick from, and the date ranges are up here.
Okay.
Starting with propeller planes and going up through past the present, which they kind of, some of the later planes, they kind of just guess at what might come. Some of the guesses are a little off.
Yeah, well, you know.
So what scenario should we play?
Let's do air travel takes off.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that one. And just for the sake of this not taking all day, I'm going to play on a lower level.
Fair.
Because basically the end game is just a giant war of attrition.
Okay.
Okay, so I get to pick where I start. Now, it's obviously broken up into our regions here, and you can probably guess where would be a good place to start and where would not be a good place to start. As in, starting an airline in Africa is, you know, this is kind of those self-imposed challenges. It's like,
yes,
what are you doing?
It's not gonna. You're gonna have to work for this one.
If there was like a completionist kind of thing for Aerobiz, it'd be like starting in
you'd get achievements
not
for
Cairo.
starting in Africa.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to do that. We're actually going to start in North America. And we're going to start in Chicago. And I'm going to hope... Good. I'm going to hope that a computer player doesn't start there.
You're role-playing in... You're basically role-playing O'Hare.
Yeah. In a sense.
Nice.
Busy effing airport. Alright, so we can change the names, we can change the colors. We can change the computer names, too, which is actually kind of funny, but...
Yeah, you can pick a better name than Berlin, honestly.
Berlin Air out of Berlin. Now, how many letters do I have? I think I only have 7. We're gonna be kind of lame. Ah! If my controller is gonna cooperate. Actually, no. It's not quite...
Q-U-E.
Q-U-E?
D-U-Q-U-E. Because nothing flies like a duck.
I like that. Let's go with it. I don't know.
Ich bin ein Berlin Airlines.
I don't have that many letters.
You can just call it Ich bin.
That's what I was actually gonna do. Where's my space? This space? That space. Let's be proper, because bin wouldn't get capitalized.
You run out of letters, wouldn't you?
Nope.
Oh, nice.
I don't know, you got something for the other two?
Korean should be Sriracha Air.
I think I only got 7 letters, dude.
S-R-I. Damn, it's not gonna fit.
Like I said, I only got 7 letters.
I know. Eat cat. I don't know. It's going back, isn't it?
Really gonna go with this?
I don't know, are we?
Let's not. Let's go with something a little less offensive, shall we?
Alright.
Although just as stereotypical.
Zurich Airlines.
Sao Paulo?
No. Rename it Reflex. That's a better Duran Duran song. It's good logic.
I won't argue. I will not argue with that.
Although, actually, I'm kind of lying because Rio is actually a pretty good song.
But the Reflex. It's a lonely child.
Just running an airport.
Not the way I was going, but sure. And we'll be... I don't know.
You should try to figure out how to make yellow happen.
I actually was not very good in art, so I don't know what 2 colors make yellow.
It's mostly green and some red. Yeah, it's an odd way that you make that happen.
I was never, like, in art class in, like, elementary school, you had, like, the color wheel and everything. And I'd sit there and look at it, and I'm like, I have no idea how to read this. So, I suck with colors, like, really badly. I'm not colorblind, but you would think I am. Let's go with a darker yellow. There we go. We won't talk about the rest. Unless you have an idea. I take it that's no. Dewgy. Where'd you go? Well, it looks like I lost him.
You are the last party in the conference.
Yeah, I lost him.
You will now be placed into the conference.
And you're back. Wait, no. Dewgy. It looks like I lost my partner here. So, perhaps, perhaps we'll just move on without him.
Yes, no, maybe. There we go.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My mic dropped out. I didn't even notice.
Oh, I was sitting there. I'm like, where'd you go? I lost you.
Yeah, I had to unplug it and plug it back in.
Oh, got it.
Whatever.
All right, well.
Yeah, you're good. Let's go.
Yes, we're ready to begin. Everything is in order. All right, so the basic premise, so like I said, you're running an airline. Oh, that was a little fast. Basically, it's congratulations on my promotion. So this is the overall goal. So on this difficulty, I have to have the #1 market share in 5 of the regions within 20 years. If I'm in the red for a year, I'll go bankrupt. Let's go get them. Okay. And now everything about my business is yellow.
Nice. So, I'm noticing something here.
What's that?
Alright, you know how, like, Heretic and Hexen and that were, like, it's just Doom. This is just Romance of the Three Kingdoms, isn't it?
There's no actually fighting people.
No, but I'm noticing that it seems to play exactly the same.
Well, it is from the same company, so...
Yeah, it's like we don't feel like programming anything else, but we can make it about airlines this time.
Yeah. Oh, well, I should probably explain what the hell you're looking at.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Okay, so, besides having everybody dressed in canary yellow suits, this is the main layout. There are 12 buttons. The button I'm currently on, this is to open a new route. This is to change existing routes. This is to negotiate for slots at airports so I can make new routes. This is to buy airplanes. Excuse me. This is budgets, which everything starts at maximum, which is good. Nice. And obviously you can adjust those. This is to buy businesses in cities. This is to open a regional hub once you get a flight that goes outside of the region you're in. This is to spend money on advertising for the airline. It's based around the businesses you buy, so it's a little weird.
Okay. Interesting.
This is to call a board meeting, and
okay.
I'm gonna call a board meeting.
We need to get the board on board.
Yes. So this is basically, and I'm just gonna skip all of their.
So this is when you call your advisors. That guy on the top left is Cao Cao, and then you're working with him. Sorry.
I think you're reading too much into this.
No, I'm more just I'm as you're hitting these buttons, all these different options. There's an exact parallel for everything in Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
So basically, this is the I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Consult the computer thing. Mm-hmm. So it'll tell you like new routes to open, ways to adjust them, planes to buy, businesses to buy, which I don't need them for right now. So we'll adjourn, and then I'll just poof away.
Everybody make sure to clock your hours.
This is to get information on a whole bunch of things like routes and where everybody is and what they're doing, planes and graphs and victory conditions. These are controls.
Say graphs?
Graphs, yes.
Nice.
And this ends your turn. So those are all the buttons here.
Okay.
Alright, so let's open a route. So obviously it departs from here because that's...
Well, I mean... It's
they're right.
valid
but...
point.
Alright, so I have a couple options. So I have slots in some of these places, so I can fly to Denver, I can fly to Phoenix, I can fly to San Francisco, I can fly to Seattle.
It costs $17 million to fly to Seattle.
Well, that's to open the route and everything. It actually it doesn't cost $17 million to buy a ticket to fly to Seattle.
I'm just noting the K at the end kind of throws things off.
Yeah, it's like just tack a bunch of zeros at the end. So let's go to Seattle since you mentioned it. And I don't have a bunch of planes. This is the only plane they give me to start with. So all the little statistics on the plane here is how far it can go, how many people it seats, and then you have fuel economy and maintenance costs. Now, the higher the number, the better it is. So usually the little planes, the smaller planes have better fuel economy, that's a higher number, and usually are easier to maintain. And then the bottom two, the little pink things, are how many I have in use and how many I have available to use. So I have 3 of them.
Nice.
And then how many planes. Usually it's set by the fuel economy and how far the plane can go. Obviously, the further the plane goes, the more planes... Well, it kind of does this step backwards because it asks you how many planes you want to use, and you have the little arrows over here, and then you can set how many flights per week there are. So the further it has to travel, and the worse its fuel economy... Excuse me. The less flights per week you can have per plane. So I usually stick to 5, and then you can kind of monkey with the fare a little bit. So you can do 50% below average, or you can be kind of a jerk and do that.
Nice.
Usually 5 to 10 is usually good if you don't have any competition, but when you do, then you kind of have to toy with things. So let's open it.
Nice.
Also, I don't know if you're,
That's some high quality music.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the music, I don't know if you're really paying attention to it in the background here, but I've always noticed, and I picked this up when I actually first played this when this came out, which was like 1994, 93, something like that.
Okay.
Something like that. The background music for North America is a knockoff Tears in Heaven. Just listen to it for a minute.
Whoever's flying that plane is drunk.
But yeah, I noticed that when I was when did I have this? Like in middle school and high school and like throughout that. It's like, this sounds like Tears in Heaven. And it's like an elevator music knockoff of Tears in Heaven. It's like Southwest planes. You can pick them out a mile away, but they look obnoxious.
Yeah, it looks like a giant duck.
It's Duck Airlines. It damn well should.
Yep.
I wish I could like paint them on the side. Have a duck on the side of the plane. Wait, where did I get it? Oh, I guess it didn't have. I couldn't fly far enough. I'm like, where did I get these things from?
Ah, yeah, yep, shorter flights.
Yep.
I bet that one can make it from Chicago to Chicago.
Just roll down the runway a little bit. Well, we're here. That'll be $200.
Shuttle services.
In a plane?
Yes.
So I'll just finish up opening all the routes I have available because, hey, I need money. And then we can start... No, I don't want that many flights per week. Just 5 will suffice. Alright, so let's do some other stuff.
It's really dramatic about you opening a new room.
Yes. It's like you got like the breaking news, old-timey music going on. So, now the thing in here that if you, for those people that are watching out there, all like probably none of them, but whatever.
Whatever.
For those that may go out and play this, one thing that will eat away at a significant amount of profits is if you leave open slots lying around, because you have to pay for each one. So if you use slots, just give them back if you're not using all of them, unless it's a hub. Obviously you need those. Alright, right. So let's look at some other countries. We're actually going to go to Europe first. And let's see. We're going to fly into Rome. Now, the one thing is, if you're going about looking for places to fly into, if you look in the top right, there's a little, like, people icons up there in the top right corner, which stands for your relations. So,
okay.
There are 4 different ones. This one is, like, kind of like the neutral-esque, like, it's not really friendly, but not particularly hostile.
They sure are a place to land in.
Now, like, if I... No, not what I wanted to do. I'll come back to that. Now, if I were to negotiate somewhere in the US, like, let's eventually get a flight to Miami going, you can see that the US to US is on friendly terms. They're all happy shaking hands. It's like, yay, we like you. Hooray. Now, if I were to, let's say, try to get into a country that maybe doesn't like the US a little bit, they ain't happy. And then, I don't know if there's actually... I don't even know if I can negotiate with the Soviets. Can I? Yeah, we not friends.
Ooh, wow. They're just fighting.
Yeah, stick figure's gonna brawl.
That or it looks like a little guy with a mustache and his glasses on.
So it does.
He's got like the Lemmy chops going.
Blue mustache.
Blue mustache.
Okay, so that's the whole relation thing. Now, here's a weird little thing about this game. It seems like when you go to negotiate, you have 2 tiers of negotiators. You have your top 2 up here, but if you use one of these 2 at the bottom, and it doesn't matter what portrait or whatever, if you use them in anything that's less than completely friendly, it takes them an extra 3 months to get done.
Oh, wow.
It's weird. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but that's just kind of the way it works out. So,
weird.
Let's see, so 510. Let's get some slots in New York. And let's see. I should probably get some more slots in Chicago so I can actually fly out of there. So we're gonna get a whole bunch. And I'm gonna give back the slots in Philly, because F that place. Even though I grew up there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Alright, planes. I need planes. So let's go look at planes. Now, because socio-political things still play into this, we have 2 Russian companies that I cannot buy from.
Oh, you can't buy from Tupolev.
No.
Tupolev make the best airplanes.
Which, honestly, in this game, is not that big of a loss, because
Yeah, I mean,
Tupolev and...
realistically, not being able to buy Russian-made aircraft is not a...
Yeah, because these planes
It's
suck.
not a huge loss.
These planes are bad. Alright, so I have McDonnell Douglas and Boeing, so let's look at Boeing. Because I need a big plane. And they got a big plane. They got a big plane.
Oh, yes.
I need a big plane. Actually, does McDonnell Douglas have a bigger plane than that, I wonder? I don't even know off the top of my head. Because DC-10 hasn't come out yet. Nope. Although, this will come in handy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Decent stats. It carries a lot of people, but it flies pretty far, so... No. I want 10 planes. It flies pretty far, so I can actually use it for, flights to not quite affluent countries. Because that'll come in play later. But I do need a big plane for Europe.
I have a big appetite and I need a big plane.
Yeah, I'll stick with 3 for right now. Because that's probably how many I'll need to get 5 flights. That's a small plane. That doesn't go very far. And that's a really tiny plane. Tiny planes. Alright. And then, world lease, you can sell planes that you're not using.
I want to point out something real quick.
Oh, what's that?
There's a really nice synth upright bass line going in this music right now.
Yeah. Like I said, the music is either really hokey or it's actually not bad. So I'm gonna off some planes.
You're gonna pay me $14 million per plane?
Well, planes are expensive.
Yeah, I guess that's about right. I thought they were more like single-digit millions.
Well, like I said, planes are expensive.
And moms are tough.
Moms are tough.
Planes are expensive. Moms are tough.
We're gonna just have a list of 3-word things. I don't know if you could hear Elaine laugh in the background at that too.
No.
At that particular line. Alright, is there anything else I can
Fish
do?
gotta swim, birds gotta eat.
No, that doesn't quite work.
Fish gotta swim, bird gotta fly. Moms are tough.
Mom's got a tough. Mama's got a mom. Alright, I don't think I can do anything else, so I'm just gonna let the computer do their shtick.
Ich bin $115 million.
I forgot we changed that.
The Reflex entered into negotiations with Mexico City. I guess he's not lonely anymore.
No.
And Zerg rushing Singapore.
Oh, lovely. Okay, so at the end of every turn, which is 3 months, it gives basically what ends up being just basically a bonus if you have a flight going to it. Like, all your flights will be filled regardless of what the destination is and whatnot. So it's a good way to milk profits for a year if you quick switch up and put a giant plane on that route.
Okay.
And it'll change
Makes
like
sense.
every 4 or 5 turns. And then there are other big events that go on too, and I'll talk about that when we get there. And now we get passenger totals, basically, for the 3 months, and it gives, I guess it's in thousands, because 27,300 people on 5 flights a week over 3 months is not that many people.
No, but it's
So-
also, I mean, how many planes did you really have running?
Yeah. And now the rest of it, the quarterly report. So here's the total report, and I can break it down. So here's my profit, total sales, passenger totals, cities and networks. So basically flights I have.
This is a bit one-sided.
Yeah, the computer does some stupid things, but usually one or two of them catch up. None of them are in a really well, reflex is kind of in a bad place, but
Yeah.
if I were playing on a higher difficulty, then yeah, it would be a lot different. But like I said, I don't feel like getting into a giant war of attrition at the end of this. So, all right, so the quarterly report and then passenger report. Now, this is what determines the victory conditions, because if you remember, it said I needed to be number 1 in 5 regions. Well, there are 7 regions total, and each year the passenger total resets. So if you open a bunch of routes throughout the year and you just sit in second for a while, depending on when the new fiscal year rolls around, you may end up first. So that's kind of where that comes from. So that's all the information.
It's not just a total, it's really you want to be the busiest currently.
Yes, but I mean, if you take a hit somewhere in a quarter, as long as you can maintain that lead basically throughout the rest of the year, you're fine.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then every now and again, you'll have new planes hit the market, and after successful maiden flights, it'll come out the next year. So, McDonnell Douglas 10, MD-10, I believe. And this uses all real planes, obviously. So, I mean,
I saw the licensing information at the beginning.
Yeah, it's very lengthy at the beginning with that.
Oh, it's like watching the credits for Gran Turismo.
Yeah, this is true. All right, so I got a bunch of slots in Chicago, hooray, and I get a bunch of planes, and they'll very, very quickly apparently tow them all in.
Come on, we got more shit to do today.
We
only get so many breaks per the union.
Like nobody's business. All right, I don't have a whole heck of a lot.
What can I tell you?
I don't have a whole heck of a lot I can do this turn. I can show off a couple other little things, like I can see how far and how much stuff would cost without having to go to the flight screen.
Okay.
Which is a nice thing, especially if I'm planning like an international thing. It gives me the total distance and the total cost.
Nice.
And if I hit select, I can see what other competitors are doing in that particular region. Now, if I remember, I'm trying to remember how to do this. There's like a little like flag identification minigame if this thing wasn't dorky enough.
Oh god.
But I'm trying to remember how to get to it. I think it's if you hit select on the options screen. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it's a little quiz on flags. It's fun with flags.
Yes.
Actually, oh, I do know that one.
Yeah, it's like I thought that was Peru.
Now I think it's 10 questions, and I don't know if I'm trying to remember if you actually get anything for
I'm
this.
pretty sure that's Egypt.
I don't think you get anything for this.
It's an Easter egg, I think.
Yeah, it's just a little thing. You hit select, and it's like, hey, you're a dork. You'll probably enjoy this.
Yep, basically.
You're Holland. You're India. And you're the Soviets. 100 points. Hooray.
And there you go.
Anyway.
You've won the minigame.
Alright, let's keep moving on. So we'll let the computer do its thing. And they're probably about as stuck as we are right now as far as stuff to do. And then stuff like this happens.
The World Expo in Osaka.
I don't know if it actually, like, the Olympics pop up every now and again, and they follow the actual rotation of where they really occurred in what year, but I don't know if the World Expos do. I think they do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, more passenger totals, and we'll try to fast forward this as much as possible, because not really much has changed. Zerg's making a profit now, though.
Zerging.
And then stuff like this happens, too.
Uh-oh.
And and that just really changes relations, and then has some impact usually on economic ratings and things like that. Basically, you have to figure out, is this actually worthwhile to fly to? So let's get some more flights going, and we're gonna use a bigger plane because it's Miami and a lot of people want to fly there. Actually, like you were talking about, like, it's trying to be epic about it. It's actually more epic in the original.
Oh.
I don't have the capabilities right now to, like, pull up anything on it, but
okay.
If you're just kind of, if you're out there watching and bored, and then you can actually do this one. I can actually show this to you when you're done, unless you have the capability to do it right now.
How could someone possibly be watching this and get bored?
I don't know.
I don't see that happening.
I know, it's riveting.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the original actually does a better job of being epic about its music, and I wish I could just, like, pull it up and play it really quickly, but I really can't.
This isn't really a quick game.
Well, not so much the game, is just the music itself. Because if I try to switch off of this, I'll probably break something.
This is a valid point.
It's like the setup here is very tenuous to begin with. I don't want to chance it.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. It's hanging by a thread.
Yes. Oh, and I actually forgot to talk about something else with this. And we'll actually get ourselves ready to go in South America too when I do this. I was talking about the economic data. Like, if you look at the top there, it has an economic rating and a tourism rating.
Okay.
Usually you want to fly to one or the other with high numbers. If both of them are kind of pathetic, then usually it's not a good idea. But with South America, there's really not a whole hell of a lot of choice for me, because it's either flying to Havana, which of course is run by communists in the 1970s, or flying to Sao Paulo, which is an opponent's home city. So I don't have a lot of choice there.
No, I think you're gonna start taking over via Mexico. This sounds like a good plan.
All right, so let's do an international flight, since we can actually fly to Rome now.
Down below the border, down Mexico way.
We'll use our giant planes, and this is why I bought 3, is because just to get 5 flights out of them is, I gotta use them all.
Fair enough. Away it goes.
Right.
And a landing gear retracts.
The same little cutscene you've seen a million times that I can't actually skip.
It's calculating. It's covering up load times.
It's a cartridge.
Not right now, it ain't.
Alright, so once you have a flight into a region, you can open a hub and then start building flights from there. So that's what I'm going to do with this. So he's off making that a hub. And then I'm going to send this person to... I'll send him to London. Get me slots in London. Yeah, and that's it. So its first route is to fly to New York.
Ooh, he's encroaching upon your territory.
I'm not worried.
But he's encroaching. Encroaching, Matt. Encroaching.
Alright, more reports. I'm making a whole lot of profit.
You're like the only profitable airline ever.
I know. The thing that kind of annoys me about this, and that I wish they had implemented, is the fact that the computer can't go bankrupt ever. Just you.
Aww.
So, yeah, here's where it all starts they start kind of opening up a little bit, because now everybody's opening like 3 or 4 routes at a time. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah, so now everybody's got a bunch of routes. So we'll see that profit margin against everybody else kind of diminish a little bit. And I can buy a business. Let's do that. Let's go buy a business. Alright, so there are a bunch of different choices.
I'm sorry, what?
There are I don't know what the hell you're even doing right now. You're not helping.
I was hearing it, you know, Lion Sleeps Tonight out of this before you pointed out it's Tears in Heaven.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, you were saying.
So yeah, there are a bunch of opportunities. So there are some arts things, there's arts pavilions, concert halls and museums, there's city hotels and grand hotels and resort hotels. There are a bunch of like resort-ish kind of things. And then there are general just increased things like commuter airlines and travel agencies. I'm actually going to buy the travel agency because the travel agencies just generally boost passenger totals on all your flights from that particular city. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of categories, and like I said, all of the ad campaigns are based off of those businesses, so you actually do need to do that if you want to try to promote flights and get more people on them. Although they can turn a little bit of profit here and there if you need them to. Generally, I don't muck around with them too much. Say...
Rare. Evil.
Yeah, so now, you know, people are actually starting to make some other profit here. Some. Not much, but... And then if you have, like, if you're looking at it right now, you have the route in red, that means it's not being profitable, and you should probably fix that.
Ah, yeah, I could see that. I was like, it almost seemed like it was being stopped. No, don't do this.
Alright, what else we got? So I can fly to Mexico. Oh, I didn't get any slots in Rome. Well, that was stupid.
Wah, wah.
It's like, I have slots, I can fly into Europe. Oh, wait. I can't actually do that. Because here's another kind of disadvantage on this version versus the original, is that the original, it wasn't quite divided up into regions, it was just, I think it was like 20-some cities total on the entire map, and you could have multiple flights into different countries from anywhere else. In this, I can only have one flight from, like, I can only have one flight from North America to South America. I can't have another flight going from Chicago to, like, say, Sao Paulo. Okay,
so there's maybe a little more strategy involved.
A little bit, because you kind of have to make sure you pick the right place to fly into, and... No. I don't need that many damn planes. Alright, so... If you have direct competition, you can see what the competition has laid out, and... You know, sometimes it's handy to use a smaller plane simply because it costs a lot less. Like, you can look at the differences in fares here. If I go 30 below average, my flight's almost $500 cheaper.
Okay.
So, I could actually go 50% above average and still be a cheaper flight. I'm not going to do that, mind you, but... I'm not that much of a jerk.
Wow, that's some easy profiteering.
Well, I'll make enough profit with this arrangement because his route will probably be in the red come next turn. Once it actually has time to run for 3 months. All right, let's go to some other places in North America just so I have a firm profit base. Where to go? Let's go to Canada. Because Canada.
Because Canada?
Yes, because Canada.
Why Canada?
It's my homeland.
Your homeland, yep. Is it making you nostalgic? You getting homesick?
No, I would have started in Canada if I really wanted to do that.
You need to call your mom. Then
in
call
Canada.
your dad and save your game. Also collect your allowance.
And then have your dad tell you how much money he put in the ATM.
Exactly. And then you're gonna get hit by a crow. And it's a crow wearing high heels.
So wait, are we talking about the original or are we talking about the second one? Because that doesn't exist in the second one.
It does. I'm pretty sure the homesickness happens in the first one too.
Yeah, it happens in both, but I'm more talking about the crow with high heels. That's only in the first one.
Right. That's a pretty fantastic crow.
Some of the music in here is actually quite good. Some of the music in here is not so much. Like this one, for instance.
It sounds like something out of like Legend of the Mystical Ninja.
Yeah, it's like we're not stereotyping or anything here.
Well, I mean, it's Koei who made it. I'm sure they basically had a blast with it. Oh, hey, grab one of those tracks we didn't use for Romance of the Three Kingdoms or Kessen or something. Just throw it in there.
Okay.
Nobunaga's Ambition.
Nope. That happens occasionally.
Trouble. Ich bin flight from Berlin to Moscow.
I like how they just put a period at the end of Trouble on the headline there. Trouble.
Trouble.
No, it's not that, it's just Trouble.
Trouble?
Not like Trouble or Trouble? No, just Trouble.
Bass.
DDR bass?
Yes. Cebu. They love Cebu.
It's kind of like a water buffalo.
I have nothing to say to that.
Of course you don't. Because I don't know why I said it in the first place. But whatever. Right. Nobody's watching this. Who cares?
It's funnier that way anyway.
Yes. Olympics would be held in Munich.
It should basically be like, even if we start getting lots of viewers, we should pretty much always do this as if no one's watching.
Well, it's
or at least
that way.
Blatantly talk about it like nobody's watching.
Neither of us get self-conscious then. Oh, that bastard flew into Chicago. He's Zerg rushing me. I'm getting Zerg rushed. Alright, so... Oh, crap, everybody's out. Can I even do anything this turn? No, I can't. Oh, well. Cebu's still a hotspot. Every once in a while, airports will expand as slots get used up. It takes a long time. That's about all I can say about that.
It just happens occasionally.
Yeah, because usually the expansion projects take like 3 or 4 years, which is like 12 turns.
Yeah, it's like 3/4 of the game.
It's a little more than a sixth. Zerg. 15 slots in Rome. I got slots in Africa.
Oh my god, guys, we're going to Africa. I love that video.
I do too. So every once in a while, representatives from other nations will come in and pander for money. Basically all it does is increase your relations with that particular country. Seeing as I'm not flying into Havana anytime soon, you can just go elsewhere.
I'll go elsewhere then. Buddy, did you forget about the sanctions? Cold War, Bay of Pigs, any of that ring a bell to you? No?
Never mind that.
Alright, you can go elsewhere then.
Alright, let's go to Hawaii. Gonna go to Hawaii, yay! Whee! Go, Canary Yellow Plane, go! let's fly to Canada. Do I should just sell that plane. I'm gonna need to order more planes. I wish I could skip this, but there's unfortunately no way of doing so.
It's okay. It's a sign of progress.
Progress. Alright, let's get rid of that plate that I'm never going to use. Not you. You. Not you, you. Go away. Yes, take my plane. Oh, I don't have anything else to sell now. We'll get out of here. No, 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 no. Alright, and... I'm just buying DCs. Let's go back to that. Let's buy some DC-10s while I'm here.
This is some good buying stuff music. It just makes me want to spend.
It gives, it's, and this is another one that when I would listen to it, like when I was younger, I would listen to it, and I would get a very distinct Sesame Street vibe from it.
Maybe?
It's mostly the beginning, like here.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Alright. Apparently nobody wanted to help Cuba. Everybody rejected their request. What the hell? I can't remember going green for this.
Well, that's weird.
Sandstorm.
That's...
So, occasionally weather things happen like this. There are other things that happen throughout the game, like usually.
I think it was trying to turn yellow, and just because of the ocean in the background, it ended up going green.
Maybe. There are also like civil wars and things like that that will screw with you. Because now I don't have any flights. Like, I don't make any money off of that route for this whole turn. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
So, new planes. Oh, I should have held out for the Lockheed. That was kind of dumb. Oh well. Oh well, now I got DC-10s. Hooray! Hopefully the back of the tail engine doesn't explode.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah, well, I remember early DC-10s had a problem with the tail engine.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully mine don't do that. All right. So I need to open hubs. Man, I need to get going on this. I also need money. I'm running out of money. And this is kind of where some of the mid-game starts to become a slog as well, is because, well, I need to be number 1 in 5 regions, which means I need to open a lot of routes, which means I need money, which I don't have. And of course I need to pick, like, ones that I can actually become number 1 in that region. So I could probably maybe do it in Europe here, considering the computer is playing as an Eastern Bloc country since he's Berlin, and that's West Germany at this point, or East Germany at this point, which is why he's flying to all Soviet countries and why his profit margin sucks. So I have all this stuff. Hooray!
I think that's. Oh, which Aldi is that?
What?
I'm trying to remember.
Trying to remember
There's
what?
there's actually 2 Aldis in Europe, and one of them in the US is Trader Joe's.
Oh, Aldi's owned by Trader Joe's, isn't it?
No, Trader Joe's is owned by Aldi, but it's a different Aldi than Aldi.
Oh, okay.
Because there's Aldi Nord and Aldi Süd in Germany, which is Aldi North and Aldi South, which were it was basically the Aldi brothers, and they split up between East and West Germany.
Ah, I see.
They're strangely interesting companies.
Jeez. Zerg's catching up, at least on the international level. Okay, let's see here. Alright, Hub's there, so I'll need him to get slots. Now, one of the conditions of victory, and this is kind of annoying, is that you need to fly into every region. So, even though I don't really want to fly to Africa because it's usually not very profitable, I still have to.
Yeah.
I have to go on safari. Unfortunately, I can't pull that song up and play it now, but whatever. Oh, I can open that flight too. Assuming I have the money for it. I can. No, not the Middle East. That's not where I want to go. There we go. Oh, I can open that. Sweet.
Tunisia.
Yes, I want to have a
Tunis.
nightmare. Do I even have planes? No, I'm not using the DC-10 for that. So I whack the microphone.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Oh yeah, this music's pretty bad. Ah. That's what you get for going to Africa. You get a toot. Toot.
Alrighty, so that takes care of that, and I can't do anything else. Man, that's been a hot spot for a while now, jeez. Yay, profits. Okay, so how bad is this gonna be? Because I'm gonna guess I'm losing money on the Africa. Yep, on the Africa flight, but that's not a surprise.
You're gonna be #1 at least.
Well, I'm not. I just need a connecting flight to Africa. I don't need to do. Well, actually, I think I do need to open a hub and to have a flight in it somewhere.
It's all right. It's a lost leader. You know, because people are taking flights in Africa, you're gonna get more flights elsewhere. Because when they show up for a flight to Africa, they're gonna buy a flight from Chicago to Chicago just because they're there. They saw it on the way to the checkout counter.
Alright, where the Did it say? No, the flight's gonna be in Munich, so let's fly to Munich. That'll give me some monies. Because I can probably take over in Europe, and that would be excellent because that's going to be a lot of money. Let's go to Amsterdam too. And I sent everybody out so I can open a hub there anyway. Oh well. I should probably lower the price on that. Oh, I'm too late. Well, crap. It's like, oh, the Olympics are here. They already happened. I'm still trying to figure this out, but I'm trying to determine how turn order actually comes up, and I have no idea. I think it's completely random. I really don't know how turn order works in this game. That takes care of that. I don't need to worry about South America anymore. Let's get a flight to Paris going. Nope. No kidding. Because I'm stupid and thought it was a different plane. You know, honestly, I wish I had some other interesting insights for this, but I really don't.
It's okay. It's sort of a chill one.
It's pretty straightforward.
It's kind of, well, I'm sure it's like if you were to actually go into the history of aviation, it would be really interesting watching all these different political struggles, people buying new places and expanding. But it's also kind of like Romance of the Three Kingdoms or Nobunaga's Ambition in that this is sort of just a sim of that. With a bunch of numbers.
It's management.
Someone has entered negotiations with Melbourne. Petit has replaced Cebu.
Yeah, and that's what it was at the beginning of the game, too. Like the very first turn. Apparently everybody likes going to the South Pacific for some reason. Or just the Pacific in general. Everybody does nothing. Yeah, I kind of figured that was losing money, but I don't care.
A springboard.
Yeah, those crappy things that you used to use in elementary school gym class. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I hated that thing. Speaking of springboards, and I say this as a teacher, elementary school gym teachers have to have one of the easiest jobs.
Everybody,
like, in a school building.
Don't hurt yourselves, and we're gonna play with this giant ball.
That sounds about right.
Well, I think that's also really, though, it's also kind of that's probably like the best teaching job in the world, because seriously, that's the only time that people enjoy gym class.
Is elementary school?
Oh, hell yeah. At least that was how it was in my school. When I hit middle school, it was all downhill from there.
Middle school gym class was kind of interesting because there were some interesting things we played. We used to play mat ball, where it was basically kickball with basically the entire gym was the playing field.
Yep, it was basically like if you knocked something off the wall, it was an automatic out. But otherwise, if you hit the wall, it was a home run. And they just used the giant gym mats for it, and you could have like 6 people waiting on base, and no one would run. It's so great. It's just a pile of people waiting to run.
Basically, it's like that and volleyball.
Yeah, we did a lot of volleyball.
No, volleyball, not volleyball. With a W.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
We played pickleball.
What the heck is that?
It's basically giant ping pong.
How does that work?
It's like imagine tennis, except now now it's like a smaller playing field. The net is still low to the ground, and it's like a ping pong paddle with a weird rubber ball. I thought it was weird that we were playing it because it's not really a standard game. It's actually a branded thing. There's one company that makes pickleball.
Interesting.
And stuff, named after their dog.
That sounds like something you would name after a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that was one that was in our gym class repertoire. No, but basically volleyball was well, we played it 2 ways. One was just, it was volleyball, but the wall, like, if it bounces off a wall, it's still live. And
nice.
The other version was, take half the gym class, put it on one side, take half the gym class, put it on the other side, string the net along the entire width of the gym, and play with a giant ball.
That's amazing.
It really was. Alright, so let's change a flight, since I haven't turned this off yet, and I have a flight that isn't making me money. So let's fix that. So this gives me a breakdown of everything. I can suspend the route, I can close the route. This is everything that's on it right now. We're gonna plummet the fare and hope that fixes things. And we'll see what happens, because I can't do anything with it this turn. I just gotta wait. And I need more slots in Rome, so I can fly out of it. Yeah, that's good enough.
I love the weird little noises it makes.
Also, and then some of the other things, like some of the icons they use, like for when you're getting slots, like for not picking them up, it's a little house, but then when you select a slot, it becomes a person with a briefcase.
Nice.
Oh, I took over the lead in Europe. Hooray!
Winner!
One step closer.
Or close to it, anyway.
Well, it's one step closer. I need 5. That's gonna be a while.
Well, you're a winner in 2, though, so I mean,
yeah,
you're 2 for
I mean,
5.
I'm in the lead in 2, so that's helpful. And now, oh god, what the heck? Alright, I think I need to use some smaller planes. I need to get some smaller planes. Oh, now we have a new company, too. But they just have one giant plane, so I don't want to use that. Alright, where's something?
Oh, it's a 707, though.
Let's use a tiny plane. Tiny planes. Because they cost a lot less in maintenance. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna get rid of those slots in Chicago, I don't need them. Alright, let's see. That's in the red, let's fix that. Let's see if we can make that profitable. I'll probably need to put a smaller plane on that one too. are going to crap.
Oh no. It's alright. You can come back from this.
No, I didn't want to set it. Shoot. Come back. There we go. Let's drop the fare. Yes, it's okay to change the flights. This route finally oh wait, no, I need a small money for that. Never mind. F that. It's like I'm gonna lose money on that one if I use a big plane, so we're not gonna use a big plane.
Yeah, no. No big planes.
It's like that's a no. So I need to wait for my little planes to come in, which is gonna be next turn. South America is profitable. So the ones in Europe aren't. Oh well. They are my little planes. The taxi person just gunning it. Get the plane inside. Alright, let's change this. Are barking at things.
Flights to Munich.
Night flights to Tokyo.
Yes.
I hate that song.
It basically is every other Eurobeat song. I can't even think of it right now.
I don't know what it is about that particular song. I mean, it's not nearly.
It's just as goofy as every other one.
I don't know. It feels stupid, like stupider than other ones.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's not close my eyes for me level of stupid, but.
No, that's never. No.
Or what is it? Tailspin.
Thinking of You.
I think it's The only thing better than Thinking of You is any other song on Poppin' 12.
Yep. Oh, yep. Any other song.
Nope, Athens is the current tourist location. There we go, that's better.
Oh, now you're winning Europe.
Yes, handily. So that'll give me...
You're not winning Africa, though.
No, I'm not winning Africa. Nor do I plan on winning Africa. I'm not winning South America either. So I need... Let's see, so I'll have North America and I'll have Europe, so I need 3 more.
If the Middle East wants no one right now.
Yeah, so nobody's flying in the Middle East. There's a good reason for that, too. So I could do that. If I open another flight in Africa, I might be able to take the lead there, and then I'll need 1 more. Although, I think... Let's adjust this flight. Since the computer keeps mucking with theirs, I'm going to keep mucking with mine. I have enough for that. Let's do that. No, not much. There we go. Alright, let's see. I don't think I have the money to fly there yet. Which does not bode well. Oh, I can make the flight. Yeah, they use some weird sound effects in this thing.
And you're flying into Tehran?
No, I'm flying into Delhi.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get people killed. Come on. I mean, especially
it's the 70s. I don't think everything's exploded in the Middle East yet as of the 70s. I thought it was still relatively stable then.
Relatively.
It was the 80s and the Gulf War that was a big problem there.
90s, you mean?
Well, no, the 80s leading into the Gulf War.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I will begin the negotiations.
And... oh, I need to open the hub first. No. Open a hub in Delhi. Assuming I have enough money for it. Yes. Get right on that.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Whatever you say, buddy.
Don't be a jerk. Just do it.
Who's flying to Kingston, man?
Jamaica's an interesting place.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Well, like, my wife's family and I, we went there over Thanksgiving break last year, and yeah, I think it's an interesting place. I can't say I've been offered marijuana just in broad daylight by some random person.
Well, I mean, it's
on the street, no less.
It's literally part of the Rastafarian religion, you know.
Yeah, this is true, but
I mean, it's basically that's way better than somebody trying to give you tracts.
This is true, but still, I mean, growing up as, you know, very sheltered. Well, I shouldn't say very sheltered. But
growing up in the era of Dare is really all you gotta say. It's a big change.
Of just say no.
Yep, just say no. Nancy Reagan, Dare, McGruff the crime dog.
I'm not a chicken, you're a turkey.
I've done a lot of dopey things, but I'll never do dope.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yes. Oh, God. This is your brain on drugs.
I can't remember any of the others.
There were a lot of goofy ones.
So there was I'm not a chicken, you're a turkey. I learned it from watching you. I can't remember any of the others, if there were any others.
I remember there was like the poster that was like 100 ways to say no to pot and still be cool, which naturally led to another one that was 100 ways to say yes to pot and still be cool. Like the very first one was like, hell yeah, bro.
I need to wait for money.
Well, winning
Europe. Not there, but
not winning Africa.
I could probably get
Or
Oceania.
Nobody wants to go to the Philippines.
I mean, would you want to go to the Philippines?
I would want to go to the Philippines. You can get a lot of really cheap knockoff goods there.
As with any foreign country.
Pretty much. But then, I mean, the Philippines is where they're getting paid. It's like going on AliExpress and looking at musical instruments. You can find crazy stuff.
Okay, why is my route to Miami not making money? Who the hell doesn't want to go to Miami? Well, actually, I can think of a lot of people that don't want to go to Miami.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, there's other things I could do with my day.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to go to Miami.
Face.
It's like I could, like, you know, not get bit by a shark.
As well offer flights at Trent. I mean, come on.
Take him to Detroit.
No, not Detroit.
What the hell am I even doing? Oh, right. Sorry, my brain decided that it didn't want to work there for a second.
It's okay. Happens to us.
Just like, what am I doing? Oh, something's blowing up.
Oh no.
Of course. Okay, so I have to question.
War 4.
Yeah, like I wonder about like the naming. Like they don't actually name it. Like this is 74. Isn't that like the Yom Kippur War or something like that?
Might be. I'm not too well versed in the local history.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I mean, I barely remember American history.
So that means that all flights to Egypt are kind of screwed until that ends. So,
fair enough.
I don't think I'm gonna make anything, or it's gonna be severely reduced. It's severely reduced. But 74, 75. I want to say it was either Yom Kippur or 6 Days War, which they could actually be the same thing for all I know.
Fair enough.
Oh, I don't know history.
It's alright.
And Ethiopia becomes one with the Russians. And now I'm losing money to Honolulu? Come on, what the hell is this? Huh. Computer keeps monkeying with things. Alright, I don't have anything there yet. You know what, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I'm just going to try to get to the end game.
Just try and basically finish this, win or lose.
Well, it's going to be win, but the key is just to finish it. This has been going on for an hour and a half now.
Yep.
So, let's try to pick things up. So now the entire continent of South America is experiencing a boom in tourism.
Nice.
That can happen sometimes, like entire regions. It's rare, but it happens. I'm still winning in there. Alright.
Oh, Zurich is rushing Australia.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So... yeah, number 1 in a couple places, and number 2. Oh, new Airbus.
Ooh, nice.
So I still gotta get, yeah, I have to open a route in each, so I gotta open one in the Middle East, which I hope I can do this turn. I need to do Southeast Asia and Oceania. Yeah, there we go.
We're going to Tehran.
Yeah, I said I wasn't gonna get people killed, but if they take a flight from Delhi to Tehran, that's their own damn fault.
I was gonna say, I mean, really, it's there's profits to be had.
Hardly. This is hardly going to get me anything. This is more just because I need to. It's part of the victory conditions.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, it's like nobody else is in the region.
And maybe I can do a flight to Southeast Asia. Fly to Hong Kong. Yes, I can. Hooray.
Nice.
Since it still belongs to the British at this point. Alright, let's see. What are we dealing with here? Oh, yeah, I'll easily beat this goes out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't need to worry about that one too much.
Wow, yeah.
Alright, so that takes care of that region. Let's get a hub going and let's get some other flights. Yes, open a regional hub. I'm not sure why I sent that dude to do it. Australia should be friendly.
Welcome to Australia. Let me call you Bruce. We're gonna call this guy new Bruce. He's the newest of the Bruces. This guy's also Bruce. This one's old Bruce.
Let's go to Tokyo. And let's get one more flight going in the region because this is a place to make money. Let's see. No, China would probably be a bad choice. I'm not probably on friendly terms with China. Well, let's go to Seoul. Why not?
Oh. It's the Soul plane.
Oh, that's terrible.
Sorry.
Alright, the Middle East war is over.
Wait, what? It's ended in... Wait, what?
It's
The
ending
Middle
in peace.
East
is
war
returning.
has ended in Africa.
Well, if it...
It drifted a little bit.
Well, technically, if it involved Egypt, like, if it really was, like, any of the two that I mentioned, they both involve both involve Egypt.
Oh yeah, I know.
So,
It's just weird.
I mean, they did end up, like, Israel's army did kind of end up going towards Egypt, and that's kind of what ended the whole thing. Because they were like, oh crap, this didn't work out. Please don't take our territory now.
Yeah.
Alright. How am I losing money on that flight? Like, seriously. Okay, let's see here. Just because this is mystifying. How do I only have 2% of the flight filled? Let's do this. Let's see if that changes anything. If not,
Brand loyalty. is
if
real edge.
if it doesn't change anything, who cares? Alright, I need slots. Because at this point I have enough routes to cover for the fact that one is losing money.
Fair enough.
So the fact that the plane is only 2% filled, I really don't care.
Just get it out there.
It's a flight. It's going over that way. I achieved my goal.
It's basically taking the pilot and the crew out there.
More or less. Yay! Flights to, just do an empty plane route to, Hong Kong.
Yep. Oh, it's empty on paper. We don't really ask what there's really on that plane. We don't want to know.
Concords, yay! The plane with the droopy nose. Oh, I don't have the planes to fly to Sydney, though.
Yeah, you should buy them.
I know, I need to. I need to buy new planes, like more planes, period. But since I can actually do this, why don't I do this? Alright, so that's that. I think I have one MD-10 left. I think. Or DC-10, not MD-10. Well, you can now order one plane. Well, then I'll order one plane. Yay, something that helps me.
Hooray!
As long as I stay in the lead. Good. So I've got 3 regions now. I might easily be able to do Southeast Asia, actually, too. Since 1 flight and I'm like a third to that guy's total. Take over a couple more places.
Your plane's here. The new DC-10s are in. Yay! I love that new plane smell.
I can't say I've been on like a really large plane. Like the biggest plane I've been on are like 727s.
I don't even remember what planes I took. I just remember it was like the first time I took a plane, I took 5 flights in total during that trip. So it was like, oh, it's my first time being on a plane. And now it's my 5th time being on a plane. Like in the next couple days.
Where the heck were you going?
We just went to Disney.
It took you 5 flights to do that?
Back and forth. There were a couple connections.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think it was 3 planes one way, 2 planes the other way.
That's pretty gross, actually.
It wasn't terrible.
That would... I don't know. I mean, I would definitely take a plane over what I had to do the last...
10. I was like 10, so I mean...
Still. I mean, it beats what I had to do the last time I went to Disney, which was last year, with the marching band on a bus, and that bus ride was 20 hours long.
Yeah, that's I'm never taking a bus to Columbus again. Next time I go out there, no.
Yeah, that was not a fun time.
Bus delays are like plane delays, except much slower.
Just mostly like being on a bus for that long period is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's its own special thing. Hey, I will be right back.
Okay.
I need to excuse myself briefly.
Okay. might be a long end game.
And we're back.
Well, you're back.
I'm back. Right, exactly.
Oh, boy.
Have I missed anything important?
Not really. Just the fact that this end game might be a little long.
You got a bit of a slow crawl going on here.
Well, yeah, because like right now it's like I have to wait a bunch of turns just to buy planes at this point. Which I'm gonna need. Because for whatever reason I have the same exact flight traveling to the same exact destination and only have about 20% of that flight filled.
Nice.
Not quite sure how that works. And for the same fare, no less. So I need a smaller plane. I'm gonna need a smaller plane. And I don't think I can do anything else. Except just sit on my hands and wait. No, not reflex. Not the joy of finding treasure in the dark. Oh, I took a hit somewhere. Jeez. Okay, I only have 2 non-profitable flights, so what the hell's going on?
Ooh, 4 of them.
Yeah, I got 4 of them, because I'm gonna need them. Because for whatever reason, things are not working out very well over here in Southeast Asia.
Clap, clap.
Alright, so where is that new plane I just got? Oh, there they were. Oh, alright, so it didn't change the cost, though. That's the problem. Huh, I may just have to close this route entirely. Because I need more passengers. Let's see if going to Sapporo helps me. The land of Japanese blues.
Yeah.
Let's see if that helps. Okie dokie. Alright. I need another destination. Let's go to Osaka.
Osaka.
And I need to get slots in Sydney. That'll work.
too.
And we'll fly over to Perth as well. Alrighty. We'll leave everything else be right now. Olympics. Vancouver.
Nice expansion.
Yep. More expansion in Hong Kong. Oh crap, now I gotta do some adjustment over there. Ooh, I'm almost caught up in Southeast Asia. Sweet. Yeah, you keep opening routes in freaking the Mideast. You keep going with that. Alright, let's see. I need another route in Europe. Since I have been overtaken, apparently. Well, this is not good. Looks like I can't get that one slot, or that one more route in Europe. Huh. This could be a problem. Although, I wonder, do any of my flights have extra capacity? That perhaps I could just put an extra flight on one? That does. It's 92%, and that has extra capacity, so we'll go to London. We'll add a flight to London. Get that one slot that I have left.
Just gotta pick that one slot that you have as obnoxiously as possible.
Yes, exactly. Can I do anything down here? I can do something down here. I can fly to the land of sheep, aka New Zealand.
Yeah.
727-200. Oh, so we're doing this again, eh? That should do it. And can't do anything else. Oh, now what?
Global dizziness.
Some things. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, not Havana. Good. And hopefully I stay ahead of him. Ooh, actually I'm beating him now. At least in Asia. So I have United States, I have Europe, Southeast Asia I can take, possibly. I need 2 more.
Actually, you need 3 more.
Well, I can overtake Southeast Asia pretty easily. Is what I'm saying for
True.
number 3. I may have to try for South America.
Hey, you at least have a a presence everywhere.
Yeah, and that's obviously part of the win conditions. Because now I'll get a message saying that I need to be number 1 in 5 regions every freaking turn. Oh, maybe I won't. Alright. So that's set. He's got like 3 flights in there. I'm not going to dick with that. I will, however, take another flight to Japan. And hope that this makes me some more money. Oh crap, am I out of those? Oh shoot, I only got the tiny plane left. Oh, that'll have to do.
More flights.
Hooray, more flights.
Make
All
the
the
routes.
flights. Well, let's go around in South America some more. Just because I've got nothing else. I need 2 more regions, and this is an easy one. Or at least if looking at the fact that all of his flights are in the red is any indication.
Yeah,
An easy one to take.
that's
Okay. Yeah. He has 1 flight making a profit.
nice.
Alright, so I'm still in the lead there. I could try for Africa if I really wanted to. But now I'm in the lead in Southeast Asia. So that gives me 3. That could be 4 very easily. Now I need a 5th. I need a 5th. Got my 1 slot in London and my 1 slot in Rome. So that's all I've got left in Rome. I'll add 1 more flight per week. Oh, to London. I have an extra slot. Why can't I add? There we go. I was like, why can't I add another flight per week? I have the slots for it. Alright. That should secure that. I'm not gonna bother. That's been in the red, but I'm still winning here. That's in the black. Alright, I need a plane. Oh, I'm gonna order the maximum. So that's what I need. Alright, let's see. I don't think I can do anything else. I think I'm just out of planes completely. I've run myself out of planes.
Oh no! Can't make flights if you don't have planes.
Everybody just waits in line and just go stand on the runway for a while. They'll be fine. Just flap your arms really hard. You'll be fine.
You'll make it.
Alright. Oh, I need the little planes too. That's why I need the little planes. Oh crap, I can't do that route. Oh well. I can open something else though. And I need a little plane. Come here. Let's see. What? Oh. Getting a little close there.
Oh, sorry. I seem to have lost the sound from the game.
Huh.
May not be you, though.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's back now.
Oh, okay. Alright, I actually have one of these left, so let's see if that's enough to actually complete that flight. Is it enough? Is it enough? Where is it? Please tell me this is enough. Hooray! Huzzah! All those other cheery words. That should do that. Not gonna touch that. Not gonna mess around with that. That's fine. I'm in the lead over there. Do I have enough money for this?
Yeah.
I do have enough money for this. Yay. I can undercut him. Yay. Okay, so I have Europe, I have North America, I have Southeast Asia. I can get South America probably in the next couple turns, but I need one more. I guess this is as good as any down here. Even though little short junkets like this kind of suck.
Yeah.
Alright. At least profit-wise, they kind of do. But I just need passengers at this point. I don't need profits. And I need slots in Sydney again. Almost at the win. Almost. Good, still in the lead. Still in the lead there. Definitely in the lead there. Excellent. Worked out just the way I wanted it to. Alright, so obviously hasn't rolled over yet.
You're getting close.
Yep, almost there. I think I have enough planes. Or at least I hope I do. If I don't, I'm kind of screwed. At least for this turn. And that's not a very strong lead I have in Europe. Oh, come on. I don't have time for this crap. Stop messing with your flights. Alright, let's see. See, this is where this is where things get really annoying in terms of just completing the game.
This is what you were warning about before.
Yeah, how the end game just becomes just a mess, because now it's just about sitting here and messing around with flights until you actually get a larger market share, and then of course the computer will do the same, and it goes back and forth, and it just becomes a giant word.
It's a lot of back and forth farting around.
Yep. All right, this is the next one I need to mess with. Oh well. Oh, I need plates. I know I really shouldn't use a big plane for this, but I don't really care. Just get me passengers, damn it. Water plane. Because I'm now completely out of planes. I can order 5 with that. I'll order 3. That should be good enough. And I need to secure a lead in South America again.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, like I said, it just goes, it's back and forth. And it gets old quickly.
You are the last party in the conference.
Oh.
You will now be placed into the conference.
Dewgy.
Seeing if that helped the audio real quick.
Oh, you're back. Okay.
I don't know how much you're talking right now, but you're really choppy if you are.
Oh. Can you hear me now?
At least on my end.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah, it's the music was going fine. I'm not hearing the music anymore, though.
Huh.
I just hear you when you talk.
Oh, that is weird.
It might be something to do with us having Run join me for so long, so no big deal.
That's true. Oh, almost there in Australia. And I'm there in South America. Did it roll over yet? Passenger totals roll over yet? No. They should now. So I should be able to get the end game in the next.
You just need to get one more region, right?
Yeah, I need to fill out one more for this year. So I should be able to take care of that, assuming that something doesn't go horrendously wrong with South America all of a sudden. But I should be able to get that with this route to Brisbane. Once I find that stupid plane. There we go. I should be able to get it with this route. That should be enough passengers to do it. And I have one more pending in South America in case that guy's going to be a jerk.
Is it the last flight that goes out?
Okay, let's hope this ends soon. Guam?
Guam?
Oh, if this jerkin' freaking... If I get passed in Europe, I'm gonna be really upset. Oh, of course, and now I get passed in freaking Asia.
Wah, wah.
Oh, grumble. Government of Kenya.
Oh, Kenya.
We got
That's where the giraffes are.
Only in Kenya. Alright. No, not what I wanted to. Although, I'm probably gonna have to order another plane.
Boing.
Yes, one of the fake stock names in Wall Street Kid.
Boing.
Boing.
Yep.
I actually thought about, since we use it as a cover image all the time, I actually thought about pulling that up again.
Nice.
But then
I mean,
was
hey,
like,
we could go for it, but it's also more staring at numbers.
yeah, that wouldn't be inadvisable. Not after this.
It's not thrilling. It's not exactly thrilling television.
No. But then again, nobody watches this thing anyway, so what does it matter?
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's such a letdown. You look at the cover art and you think it's gonna be awesome, and then it's not.
Then it's numbers.
False advertising.
There's nothing top secret about Wall Street Kid.
And I think I just freaking lost my lead in Europe. Since he just opened another route in Europe.
Here's hoping.
Nope, I still got it. There's gonna be some serious grumble cakes soon. Okay, open flight in South America, and that will secure the lead there. I have it in Oceania. I have it in North America. I have it tenuously in Europe. Now I gotta get back in Asia. Asia. Yes, I know. Concentrate on one most likely to win. I'm working on it. Truck those planes in.
Woo! New planes!
Deplane! Deplane! Alright, let's secure this. So I don't have to worry about South America anymore. No, that's not... There we go. So it's super cheap because I don't care. Because it's super cheap. Super cheap. It's super cheapy. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Sorry.
I apologize for that. That was bad.
Apologize for that. I think I find this a bit more interesting.
This is getting far too silly in here. Yep, I don't have any more slots in Europe. I can't open that flight yet because I don't have slots in the destination.
Oh, here, how are we doing? Here we go.
Let's see. That's still fine. That's still fine. I'm up by 1,000 each quarter. That works. I'm still down by 1,000, almost 2,000 each quarter there. I'm up on that. Definitely there, and I should be up here now too. Yep. Alright. So I'm ahead in 4 regions, and I just gotta get Southeast Asia, and I should be able to do that. So I gotta be top market share. There we go.
Oh!
What the hell would you
Cat's sitting on my stomach.
No, I don't care about your wild animals, Libya.
What's wrong with Libya?
I can think of a few things.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, when things in your country are perpetually exploding, that's generally a bad sign.
Yeah, it's usually not a healthy thing to come across on a daily basis.
No. I'd rather not go to a place where things explode perpetually. It is a silly place. Alright, that should Perceivably. Conceivably.
Everyone's rejecting Libya. Poor Libya.
But she's such a nice girl.
My God.
Oh, you freaking bastard. You better not
Yep,
overtake
kind of
me.
a razor margin there in Europe.
If I get overtaken in Europe, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I honestly don't. I have to, like, try Africa. Or in the Middle East. Because those are my only two options, because I can't open any more routes in Europe. Alright,
There's
so
5.
I got 5. Yeah.
Hooray!
Hooray.
You're the greatest.
I'm the greatest.
Congratulations. Roll credits.
Nobody can catch a duck now.
Nothing flies like a duck.
People are way too into this.
Well, I mean, think how their stock options are doing now.
Oh, that's true. Heartfelt congratulations.
Woo!
And now the credits. Mode 7
Nice.
pictures.
Swirling flying photos.
Whee!
Yeah. Yeah.
Sitting in chairs, shaking hands. What will he
Business
do next?
deals. E-commerce.
Standing smugly in front of a bunch of people.
Board meetings.
Hey, that's not what my planes look like.
It's going backwards.
Maybe that's why we're #1 in the world. Our planes fly backwards.
Yeah, it saves on, turning around on the tarmac. Helps save with just a little bit of gas.
It's
See, look at that guy. Doesn't stand a chance.
a weird looking plane.
I mean, seriously, what are the Wright brothers still doing in the air?
This- Doesn't
The
seem
credits
to
written
be
on
something
all
here.
these airplanes? I mean, what's going on?
I'm not sure. It's the end sequence. It's the flight of progress. I don't know.
It's the majestic flight forward.
Whee!
And you fly off into the sunset. Wow.
I really don't have words for this.
Those guys on the side just aren't even helping. They're just waggling their arms up and down. Bro hugs were given. That guy in the
Years
back
of sweat,
looks like
tears,
John
and luck.
Hodgman.
Doc
Actually, wait a
is
minute.
To the top.
Wait a minute.
But
Looks like the two Johns. Landsberg on the left and Linnell on the right.
Kinda.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
Looks more like John
Lecture
Hodgman.
and book deals are
Definitely.
pouring in. Hooray.
So much for retirement.
Ho,
Gulp.
ho, ho. Hooray, and that's Aerobiz.
1994.
And now it just sits
Wait.
on the screen forever.
So there's not actually even any credits. You don't get to know who made the game.
Nope.
Nope. It just compilations. Game over.
Compilations.
Please turn off your Super Nintendo.
Oh, wait, it does actually go away.
Oh. No, it's just the game just restarts.
Yeah, I
everything.
thought it actually stayed on that screen perpetually.
Oh, okay. Nice.
But
I mean,
apparently
maybe
that
just Koshi Busawa made the whole thing himself.
was-
Some
maybe
guy
that's
really
it.
likes planes.
It's like, I did this all on my own.
I really like planes. You're underestimating just how much I like planes.
So anyway, that was Aerobiz.
It's interesting. Actually, it's kind of if you have a phone that can run it, there's a cell phone game that's fairly similar called Pocket Planes.
Huh.
That is actually pretty fun because it's that same sort of idea, except it's one of those come back to it once a day timer style games.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's less competitive and more about taking over the world with your airliner, but it's fun.
Gotcha. Well, that's cool.
So yeah, you actually were triumphant in that.
Yes, I was gonna say, I'm like, I hope I don't draw this out much more, just because of the fact that, like I said, the end game on higher difficulties just becomes a gigantic pain in the ass.
Yeah, it seems like it's basically that end drag out bit is just going to go on even longer and harder difficulties.
Yeah, well, that and like as you get higher, like the higher the difficulty, the greater the end game, like the greater the goals. So like,
okay,
I think on the 2 highest difficulties, you need to be number 1 in every region.
I would kind of expect that.
Yeah, so you can see how this becomes just really, really annoying towards the end of the game.
Yeah, you got to start like micromanaging everything at once.
Yeah,
it's like plate spinning.
And that kind of gets annoying, but yeah, was one of my favorites when I was little. Well,
nice.
Little-ish, I guess I could say. I mean, 94. I was what? Oh, I don't even.
Well, there we go.
What grade I was in.
And it's pretty good game. I mean, it's a little repetitive, but that's the same with most Super NES strategy games. But you have made it through it.
Hooray!
Hooray!
But yeah,
join us next week for more numbers-based entertainment.
Well,
or maybe something else.
Hopefully, it's not as dry as this one, but we'll come up with something.
Well, at least it won't be as dry as Election Simulator.
Hey, leave that alone. I think I'll go with that next week just for that.
No!